Good morning. This is the news for Thursday, August 14th. President Trump's meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin will not be diving into issues surrounding territory. European leaders confirmed President Trump assured them of his plans during a virtual meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. According to reports from the Wall Street Journal, Trump told leaders he would not negotiate territorial issues as it is a matter that must be discussed between Ukraine and Russia. Trump described his call with the European leaders as, quote, very good, and told reporters there will be consequences for Putin if he does not agree to stop the war after their summit. A federal appeals court has lifted an injunction on foreign aid payments. President Trump's administration was handed a victory when the appeals court lifted that injunction that required the State Department to continue to make foreign aid payments. A three-judge panel ruled 2-1 against a lower court's order to have the Trump administration restore the foreign assistance payments previously approved by Congress. The ruling can open a pathway for the Trump administration to cut billions of dollars in foreign assistance funds and advance efforts to dissolve the U.S. Agency for International Development. Also in the courts, a federal judge has ruled against the Little Sisters of the Poor in their ongoing fight over government contraception mandates. The U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania sided with the states of New Jersey and Pennsylvania, finding the Trump-era religious exemptions to the mandate were arbitrary and capricious and violated federal procedure. The decision vacates those exemptions entirely, despite a 2020 U.S. Supreme Court ruling which upheld them. Attorneys for the Little Sisters say they will appeal, possibly returning to the Supreme Court for a third time in the 12-year legal battle. The sisters argue they should not be required to pay for contraceptives in their health care coverage in violation of their religious beliefs. GE Appliances is shifting production of refrigerators, gas ranges, and water heaters out of China and Mexico and back to the U.S. Tammy Trujillo has details.
The company's president and CEO says GE Appliances will expand operations in Kentucky, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and South Carolina. The $3 billion investment's expected to add more than 1,000 jobs. The move comes as President Trump raises tariffs in part to try and lure manufacturing back to the U.S. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
And the U.S. is imposing visa restrictions on multiple Brazilian officials. In a statement Wednesday, the State Department announced it had revoked the visas of two former officials with Brazil's Ministry of Health. They're among the list of people now facing restrictions over their connection to a Cuban medical program that sends doctors overseas. The State Department is accusing that program of coercive labor practices. I'm Matthew Handley.